Hello, everyone. This is from Milwaukee to Nashville, brought to you by the wonderful folks at Hockey Locker 2002 West Howard Avenue, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You can call them at 414-800-7585 or visit their website at hockeylockermilwaukee.com. Thank you. I am Daniel Goodwell, and over there is John Lewandowski. Before we get into our show, I would like to give my deepest condolences and well wishes to Antioch High School. I know there was a shooting there today. This stuff needs to stop. That's all I can say on it. Um, it's I'm a parent. It's my biggest fear every day. Um, but from there, my wishes with them and the community. They're in Antioch, which is a small little area around Nashville.
Yeah.
All righty. So, in other regards, I would like to give wishes to the families of Bob Euchre, voice of the Milwaukee Brewers, and John Kennedy, who was the Admirals goal judge for many years, as well as a penalty box staff. Um, they have both passed away. So, well wishes to their families and Godspeed and have fun. Well, you get to see a lot better. You got a lot better view from where you are than some of us sometimes.
hmm
But let's get into this. We got the Preds game from yesterday and then the Admirals game from tonight on tap.
All right. Well, last night the Nashville Predators took on the San Jose Sharks. Shots in the first period, both teams had eight. In the second period, Nashville outshoots San Jose 18 to 5. In the third period, Nashville outshoots San Jose 15 to 11. And in total, Nashville peppers San Jose with 41 to 24 shots in total. The face-off, San Jose was better at 51.6% to Nashville's 58.4. Still not bad for the night. The Sharks' power play was 25%. They went 1 for 4. Nashville's was 66.7%, going 2 for 3, which is good to see the power play unit working. Um, Nashville had 8 penalty minutes to the Sharks 6. Nashville out-hit the Sharks 32 to 12. They outblocked them 14 to 9. The Sharks had 16 giveaways to Nashville's 13 and 4 takeaways to Nashville's 3. Scoring in the first period for the Sharks at the 107 mark is Macklin Celebrini scoring his 17th or 14th on the year, assisted by CC his 10th and Eklund his 25th. Then at the 11:42 mark for the Sharks, Luke Kunin scores his 11th on the season, assisted by CC his 11th and second of the game. Then at the 11:56 mark, the Sharks score again with a goal from Mikhail Granlund, his 13th on the season, assisted by Smith his 11th and Zetterlund his 17th. Then at the 12:20 mark for Nashville, Tommy Novak scores his sixth of the year, assisted by Shen his third and LaRue his sixth. And finally, this is all in the first period, remind you. At the 19:31 mark for the Sharks, Jake Wallman scores his sixth, assisted by Wenberg his 14th.
Then in the second period, Mikhail Granlund scores on the power play, his 14th with an assist from Eklund, his 26th, and Celebrini, his 20th. That was on the power play. Then on the power play for the Preds at the 12:40 mark, Fedor Svechkov scores his fifth with an assist from Colton Sissons, his sixth, and Tommy Novak, his sixth. Then Justin Barrett gets his third with an assist from Forsberg, his 28th, and Marchessault, his 21st. Then in the third, 28 seconds in, Marchessault strikes his 15th with an assist from Stamkos, his 15th, and Willsby his third. It's good to see Willsby getting some action up there. Uh,
Yeah.
then, Roman Yossi, Captain Clutch, ties the game at not with his ninth, with an assist from Forsberg, his 29th, and Jonathan Marchessault, his 22nd. That is on the power play. Then Nick Blankenberg scores his third with an assist from Tommy Novak, his 7th, and Marchessault, his 23rd. And then Forsberg scores an empty netter to make it 7-5. Forsberg's 16th, Yossi's 25th. The Preds play them again tomorrow. We will not be covering that game. That game starts at 10 o'clock at night.
10:30.
Okay, 10:30.
Even worse.
You're not helping the cause.
Even worse for people with children.
Especially since I donate the next morning.
Yeah.
I got stuff to do. All righty. 34 saved on 40 shots for Grigoriev, allowing 6 goals against for even strength, 2 on the power play with a save percentage of 85%. And for the Preds, starting off with Saros, he stopped 4 of 8. Yeah, with a 50% save percentage, while Eustace Anunin stops 15 of 16 with a 93.8 save percentage. And that, folks, gives the Preds their biggest comeback win in franchise history. When down by 4 goals, the Preds were 171 and 0. They didn't even tie it to come back.
Right.
But that's how that goes. On to tonight's game. Tonight, we had overtime. I'm going to tell you we had overtime because we had overtime.
All right, so the Milwaukee Admirals took on the Rockford icehogs. Shots in the first period, Milwaukee outshot Rockford 16-11. In the second period, Milwaukee outshot Rockford 20-7. In the third period, Rockford outshot Milwaukee 14-5. Since he did mention we did have overtime, there were 3 total shots in overtime, and in total, Milwaukee outshoots Rockford 42-34. On the power play, Rockford goes 0 for 1 with 4 minutes, 1 infraction, while Milwaukee went 0 for 2 with 2 minutes, 1 infraction, in what I believe to be their best game as far as not taking too many penalties this year.
Yeah, the tripping penalty, you could have threw a dive in that one.
Yeah.
I've got a lot to go on in this game.
All right, so scoring in the first, there is no scoring in the second period for the Admirals at 2:37 into 2:37 in. Anthony Angelo scores his 6th on the season, assisted by Anders Bork, his 1st, and Kyle Marino, his 4th. At the 5:21 mark, the Admirals score again with a goal from Turner Ottenbright, his 1st, assisted by Anthony Angelo, his 5th. At the 9:04 mark, Rockford scores with a goal from Jackson Cates, his 2nd, assisted by Matteo Petriano, his 1st, and Samuel Savoie, his 7th.
All right, before we go any further, would you like to know who the leading scorer against the Rockford icehogs is on the Admirals roster?
Who?
It's Anthony Angelo with 6 points.
Nice.
All
Yes,
right,
sometimes when you play a certain team, you just click for some reason. I see it in all the different sports.
all righty, scoring in the third is Marcel. Yes, his name is the same. With his 2nd, with an assist from Jackson Cates, his 4th, and Samuel Savoie, his 8th. Then Landon Slaggert gets a nice little tap-in goal with his 10th with an assist from Andreas Athanasiou, his first, and Zach Sanford his 10th. Then Matteo Petriano or Petrino. I don't care. It's
Hero? I don't know either.
his first goal of the season, and then you have gutless Cole Gutman, his 19th. And yes, I said that because he was cheap shotting all dang night and then would run to the bench. Then scoring at the 7:34 mark was Ozzy Weissblack scoring his ninth with an assist from Cal. Oh, Riley, his 15th, and Ryder Ralston his 7th. Then Cal O'Reilly scores his 4th with an assist from Ozzy Weissblatt, his 10th, and Joachim Kemmel, his 13th. Then the Mequon, Wisconsin native Anders Bjork, his first of the season, assisted by Cal O'Reilly, his 16th, and Kevin Graval, your captain, his 8th. Your 3 stars of the game were Anthony Angelo with a goal and assist, was third star. Second star was Matteo Petrino. I'll get it eventually. With 1 goal, 1 assist, and Cal O'Reilly with 1 goal, 2 assists. In net for the icehogs was Mitchell Weeks. He stopped 37 of 42. While in net for the Admirals was Matt Murray with stopping 30 of 34. I would not be surprised to see Corona on Friday.
Right.
Not a big number on attendance tonight. Weather kind of bad.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's not fun to drive in.
No, it's not.
I
I would like to add, I was
would
just
fly
looking at,
with.
right. I would like to add, I was just looking at this really quick. But out of everyone who played for the Admirals tonight, only 7 players were in the negatives out of the whole team. That's, in my mind, quite the improvement from some of the other games this season.
Especially against Rockford. Rockford's been a tough go at it. And
Right, and with having to shuffle all and make a team work with what you got.
yeah, and they're doing quite a wonderful job of it. This is now 2. Um, Admirals fans, come on out Friday night. Chase Matthews and Nashville night. Come on out Saturday for Teddy Bear Toss night. John, I gotta talk to you about something about next Wednesday, but we'll get into that later.
No good.
But anywho, um, beyond all this, so with us not doing that game, we will cover that game on Friday night if we do not get to it Friday night because of the concert. We will get to it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So just bear with me. Um,
Well, I got something to add though. So with all this cold weather, in a couple months it's going to be warming up, and that also means that racing season is going to be happening. And I would like to give a shout out to TNT Racing, who we've worked with for a number of years now.
yep, and we will continue to do so again this year. Doing their graphics and whatnot, and they put our logo on their car. So works out well for both of us. It's kind of like a dual advertisement thing.
Right.
We're grateful for them, and they're mostly grateful for us. I annoy them. I kid. But no, I thank them, and all the local tracks. I mean, I know sometimes it's hard to get along with all of you, but um, just looking at it from a perspective, Angelo's definitely got his feet back under him. 11 points this season. Last year battled injury all season long.
Well, that's what I was gonna say last year. Yeah, he was pretty banged up most of the year. But
And
it's really good to see him rebound like this because sometimes you'll see players able to rebound like this, and unfortunately, sometimes you won't.
and
And sometimes it ends their career, unfortunately. So it's really good to see him bouncing back in a really good way, and it seems that his strength and conditioning is has been very well done. Um,
I was actually gonna say he's on pace to outscore his career high in the A, or well as far as his time with the Admirals. He's got 11 points in 36 games. Um, as closest to that is 46 games and 13 points. His career best is 65 games, 29 points with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins in 2018-2019. That would be his career best. Um, I just think that all these years eventually catch up to you most of the time when you play it, like this. That looks like that game just went final. It did. Where'd you go? Aha. Toronto beats Bakersfield. Um, but upcoming, like I said, is the Checkers for the Admirals and the Sharks for the Preds.
I see.
I thank you all for watching. I have to go sneeze again. So have a great evening. And don't forget, brush off the roof of your car.
Yeah.
Later.